Hey, y'all get ready for another real adventure.
Get ready for another real adventure.
Get ready for another real adventure in Guatemala.
Vamos para una real aventura.
I'm Captain Ron Hamlin. Good morning. Get ready for another real adventure.
I originate, so you must appreciate while the others got to imitate, you know.
Oh man, that's beautiful. Nice big sail here fishing aboard the Captain Hook with Captain Ron Hamlin here in Guatemala, fishing out of Pacific Fins.
They've really got it figured out. They're so organized and so together, it just really puts you at ease. If you're a first-time traveler to South America or Guatemala, it can be a little intimidating because, maybe you're not real, fluent in the language, but the way the lodge handles you, the people take care of you, Pacific Fins Resort and Marina, they really figured it out and they're doing it right.
He is lively and fired up. All right, caught fish. Look at the color. Oh, gotta love that. Gonna bring him up and tag him. Captain Ron, to be released over 2,800 fish last year. Very nice. All right, nice work, Sammy. Thanks, buddy. All right, way to start the morning there. We had our first fish and 1 for 1, so it's a good start to the day. Hopefully we can keep that up. No matter what country you're in, you always find there's googans everywhere. Big ocean, y'all, spread out. All right, it got me there. All right, well, we had a couple fish pop up there. I got one on here, and we had the other rigger get dropped. All right, we got a double on. Nice work, Carrie. Come underneath me, Care. All right, go back under, go back under. They're going right at him, Cap. There we go, we're good now. All right, cool, man. We got a double on here.
We got lucky that time. Thank goodness. Lines were crossed, so we didn't cut one of them off.
We're gonna see if we can't scoot over here and try and catch Carrie's fish. Mine's only out to the rigger mark. My rigger hash mark just went out. Awesome. Mine's coming back at the boat here. We may get a release on this one fairly quickly. All right, caught fish. All right, I got mine, the first of our double here. I'm gonna go to full drag here. If we break it off, it doesn't matter. We're gonna try and get a tag in this fish. These guys are release fishermen, but they like to get the tags in the fish. All right, we're clear. All right, there we go. We caught one. There we go. Pretty work, everybody. Cap is doing some fancy boat handling right here, spinning this around. These aren't like Atlantic sailfish. These Pacifics, they really can give you the business. And there it is. Caught fish. All right, Carrie, nice.
I'd recommend Guatemala as far as one of the top fishing destinations. We've all known about it as being a sailfish destination. So if you want to come catch sailfish, however you want to catch them, on pitch baits, on fly, you can do it here. This place has got it all. And as far as if you're a fisherman and you haven't been to Guatemala yet, you're doing yourself an injustice if you haven't been here.
There we go, there's a double. That's how you do it. Oh, look at the size of that fish. That's a great sailfish, Carrie. Yeah, that's the way you do it.
To me, if I jump in my boat and run over to the Bahamas, I'm gonna spend, you know, $1,000 in fuel, and it's gonna take me a few hours to get over there. So for me to say in a half a day, I can get up, hit the airport, be in Guatemala, down to Pacific Fins in a half a day, the reality of it is you can leave your house in South Florida, go to Fort Lauderdale or Miami, hop on a plane, and be down to Panama City or San Jose in Costa Rica or Guatemala City, any of these major cities where there's a major airport, in basically 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And from there, you're about an hour and a half to the ocean. And the fishing is incredible down here. You know, we see the spinner dolphins. It's like every time we come here, we catch big blue marlin. The sailfish, these sailfish eat like blue marlins. They fight like freight trains. They jump and are incredible fish. So to me, it's just amazing that I can leave my house and in a few hours be in Guatemala.
Well, Nick Smith's down here. You know, Nick's a big fly fisherman. He had a great day down here the other day. Caught 2 on the fly, 2 blue marlin, that is, on the fly. So it's real exciting out here. You never know what you're going to catch. Guatemala, traditionally a sailfish destination, but slowly but surely becoming a marlin destination too.
Hooked up again, folks. Guatemalans known for hot action. That's what it's turning into quickly right now.
Marlin!
To me, there is nothing like knowing I'm about to go in the water. Whenever I grab my fins and I grab my mask and I grab my Ocean Images housing and I know I'm about to go in the water, I'm all fired up, you know? And this trip, I had some absolutely amazing times in the water. I got to dive with a bunch of spinner dolphins. That was unbelievable. There were, I don't know, 100 or so of them. Got to dive with some turtles. I got to dive with a bunch of Dorados. I know Dustin and Aaron and everybody on the Hooked Up were fighting a blue marlin, and I'm just swimming as hard as I can to get over there. I look and there's a big Dorado just swimming by me, so I put the camera on him and he's basically just swimming circles around me. Then a couple of cows came in with him and I was like, where is all this coming from? And then I look like just past the Dorados and I see like this Dorado over there laying on his side. So I started swimming to him and I thought for sure, I was like, man, those guys must have caught this fish, got him close to the boat and broke him off and he's dying. Well, I swim over to him, I see him down there and he looked perfect. It just was sideways. The sun was reflecting off of him like a reflector. Well, I start diving down to him and dude, he had a hook in the corner of his jaw. Like, well, I go to grab him and he's like, just starts swimming around. I watch him swimming around for, totally blown away. Why was that fish laying on his side? I have no idea. I know one thing, he was wiggling his jaw. He had a hook in it. He must have been trying to get it out. Well then, I pick my head up and I hear Captain Aaron yelling, blue marlin! And they're like 400 yards away, so I'm like just wide open on the gas heading to him. So they get him on the leader, but this fish was so big. I'm telling you, it was a conservative 450-pound fish. Big, fat, neon blue tail, just big, solid, fat, huge Guatemalan blue marlin. And the mates took a wrap on the leader and just went to pulling as hard as they could, trying to get him up, and they wound up breaking the 300-pound wind on, and fish went away. I know for sure that that hook will fall right out of that fish's mouth pretty quick, you know? But I had a great time in the water, and I hope everybody at home enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed shooting it.
This is what it's all about. Captain Aaron, come on, sit down here, Aaron.
Oh, guys, that's what it came out here for. I guess can't ask for much more, you know. Everything came out as a dream. Perfect. Way too good. More than what we all expected.
The guy came right there to me.
Fish came out of the blue, out of nowhere, right in the wash. Took that lure, got him right where we wanted him. First, we didn't know exactly what he was. He was peeling off the line on the 80 so fast. It was like, oh, God. But thank God we caught him. I think we got some pictures of him. Hope everybody enjoys it.
Let's get another one, baby.
Let's go!
You know, they say necessity is the mother of invention. For example, look at this little deal. Look at how slick this is. Captain Ron came up with this. You know, you've got this space that's not used until you get back to the dock, and he's customized these little pitch baits to sit right in there. And basically you just pick the rod up, your bait comes right out, and it's the speed. It also keeps the bait from drying out because it stays in the water. He's also got him over here mounted in the chair where he did it's the same tube, the same style tube, but this one's actually a little longer because so it can accommodate a larger pitch bait like this mackerel they've got sewn up here on the 50. And just really, slick little things like that that just make everything run more smoothly. There he is. All right, we have him just come up there in the rigger, and he took a big swing at the rigger bait, the long left there, and he didn't get it. So I waited, I didn't knock it out, and sure enough, he came back and we knocked it out. We got him on here. Can't say enough about how exciting this fishing is here in Guatemala. The Cap was one of the main innovators here in using these circle hooks for sailfish. The hookup ratio is unbelievable. If you listen to them and do it exactly the way they want you to do it, you will catch them pretty much every time. There's another one right underneath him. There's two, look, there's 4 of them. There's a whole school of sailfish under the boat right now. I can see 4 or 5 of them right now. Guatemala, sailfish fishing at its finest. Hey Cap, how many fish we got?
We got 9 out of 10 for the day. If you guys hadn't screwed up, we'd be perfect.
Oh man, I hate that.
That's my normal day, my average day on circle hooks, rolling the people over every 3 days and they've never fished them in their life is 66%.
Is how much?
66%. I catch 2/3 of my bites when they don't even know how to freeze pool.
So you got like 20 for 30 or something.
Yep, exactly.
Beautiful. So we're a little ahead of the curve.
Well, you're doing okay. I'm satisfied.
All right, Gary, nice work.
Circle hooks are the way of the future. I've been fishing them since about 2004. I would never go back to J hooks. You know what? Whether it's a mullet, a mackerel, a ballyhoo, or a strip bait, fish comes up on a teaser, you feed it to him, he eats it, come tight, it's gonna hook him right in the corner of the jaw. The fish is gonna fight so much harder because he's not gut hooked. He's gonna come up, you're gonna be able to break him off or cut him off right there at the boat. That day, maybe the next day, hook will fall out, fish is totally unharmed, and you know what? Maybe you'll get to catch him again another day. If you don't, someone else will.
When Sammy breaks these fish off like that, this is a 100-pound mono, this hook, it's breaking right there at the hook. Right there. I mean, you could pull in that leader that when he brings it back in, and there's that exact amount, that little bit of that leader. So these things are being broken off right here. Here's an example right here. Thanks, Sammy. You can see if you stretch that thing out right to the top of that leader, you'll see. I mean, I think that speaks volumes to the way this deal's working. And now that hook, granted, that hook's going to be in the corner of his mouth, but literally when the pressure comes off of this line, a lot of times that hook will just fall right out. And you know, Captain Ron, being such an innovator in this circle hook for billfish, for sailfish, and for marlin, he wants us to do a real short drop back, 4 seconds max drop back, and so that hook is right in the corner of the mouth. So then when the pressure comes off of it, most of the time that hook will just fall right out. Or as that fish just moves its jaw, because it's going to be right in the corner, when there's no more pressure on there, the hook's just going to fall out. You know, and it's all about, especially with Captain Ron and all the captains down here, is protecting this resource. It's their livelihood, and it's also, you know, protecting that resource for it's good for everybody. It's good for the country, the world, and let's do it. Let's practice, catch and release, and try and get your crews to move to these circle hooks, because you know what? It's the right thing to do. And you know what? We are right now 10 for 11 bites. I mean, I don't know, guys. I think just that hookup ratio speaks for itself.
We're practicing safe sailfish.
Yes, Carrie, we're practicing safe sailfish. Right. Nice, Carrie's got a nice one on here, going crazy. Awesome bite there. Carrie did a great job feeding him. And man, the girl is on fire. I'll tell you what, Carrie is red hot this trip. I think she's 100%. It is just great. Nothing better than getting to fish with good friends, and especially ones that know how to fish. You're getting them hooked, you're catching them so quick. Captain Ron's spinning this Cabo 40 fly bridge around like nobody's business. Woo-hoo! Nice going, Carrie. All right, thank God we got Carrie, man. She's on fire. She's catching everything she sees. Woo!
I'm glad we got at least one angler on this boat. Boy, oh boy, it's good. Nobody heard me say that, did they?
These pesky sailfish just keep coming up on our teasers. Look at him just coming at us. Yeah, caught fish. And away he goes. He got it up under his gill plate. Nice work, Cap, nice work. Boy, that Captain Ron, he does pretty good for his first time handling the boat, I must say.
You know, when you go on a trip, what do you think of? You want to have a comfortable bed. You want to have good food. You want to have good drinks. If you're there to fish or hunt, whatever, we're there to fish. You want to have good fishing. And you want to have good service. Guatemala and Pacific Fins, they've covered it all.
Lining up for a beautiful tag.
There's nothing you could say about Pacific Fins negative whatsoever. It was way, way beyond my wildest expectations.
One of the main things Guatemala is trying to increase is their tourism. Because, you know, and the one thing they want us to know is that it is safe here, the weather's beautiful, the people are friendly, and you can come here and have a great time. And more importantly than anything, it's safe, and the Americans are very welcome. So come on down here to Guatemala, bring your family, catch a bunch, and have a great time.